When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that you do?
Well, the first thing I do is go get a bag to get well.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm changing over. In the moonlight I can't kill this feeling sober, so I start to come alive. I don't know what starts to control me. I let it go, another soul that's underneath. I don't really care about this all. It's the fall that kills me. With our back against the wall, just feed the beast and you'll see. Wait for me. I don't wanna die inside my reality. Wait for me.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, AML Films. We out there, you know, all about love, all about compassion. That's what we're all about. Today we got somebody special on the channel. I would like for her to introduce herself, please.
My name is Valerie.
Hey Valerie, how you doing today?
I'm good.
That's nice to hear. Do you want anything to drink, some water or anything?
No, I have a drink.
You have a drink, that's cool. So how old are you, Valerie?
23.
Wow, you're very young. Do you have like a nickname that people call you?
No, just Valerie.
This is Valerie.
Well, everyone calls me Valerie. I don't like it.
Valerie.
But,
Wow, that's cool because that's actually my mother's middle name, Valerie, so that's what's up. And where are you originally from?
originally from Lancaster County, Ephrata. No one really knows it, but yeah, Lancaster County. It's like an hour and a half away from Philly.
Okay. Yo, shout out Lancaster. We out there. Say what's up to Valerie. Show her some love. You know, we out here in the black hole. Okay, so can you please start off by telling us a little bit about your childhood growing up, Valerie?
I mean, it wasn't like not too abnormal. I mean, my parents got divorced when I was young, so I don't really remember my parents being together. My dad, he was with he's been with the same person since I was like 5, so that was like normal. My dad's been with the same person since I was like 5, so that was all normal. But my mom, she was with my little sister's dad, and he was like a psycho. He broke my one sister's foot, and then after my mom left him, she got with my second stepdad, and he was like a drunk, and he was abusive, like mentally abusive, and then she became a drunk. So for my whole life I saw, you know, her drinking and stuff and using some like a substance to, you know, like make her day less stressful or whatever. So that just was like normal in our house. And then once I got to high school, you know, I was bullied a lot and stuff, so I started smoking weed, and you know, eventually I started taking some Xannies, and once I took Xannies, it made me realize, feel like, oh, everything everybody else says doesn't really matter. So then it just like progressed from there. But it all started like with my, you know, childhood of getting bullied, and just seeing like my mom and like stuff just drink and use that as a way to, you know, make her day better, as she would say.
Wow, I'm so sorry. So when you were in school, what were you bullied about, if you don't mind talking about it?
Like I was always like a chubby kid, and like would always get bullied, you know, about like being chubby. Like in high school, this one kid, I never ate lunch ever. This one kid said I was eating like breadsticks from Pizza Hut one time because they had them and they're good. And I never ate lunch, and he called me a pig. And he had this like thing with his chest, how it like went like this instead of like this, your rib cage. So I said about like, I made fun of him for having a third boob, and all these people were like, oh my god, I can't believe you would say that. And I'm like, you just called me fat, like, you know what I mean? So like that's literally like every single day at school. So it was just like, you know, a way to get outside yourself.
Oh yeah, so you say your mom was an alcoholic. So how was it like living with your mom growing up? Was she really abusive?
Not like physically, but like she would like leave, not tell us where she was going, not answer the phone. One time me and my little sister were searching for her for 3 hours. I was driving around. We called her over 100 times and she wouldn't answer. Like, that's the type of stuff my mom would do.
Can you think of any favorite childhood memories?
Probably my favorite. Well, my dad, we would always go to Penn State on the weekends, football games. So those are my favorite memories, like with my brother and sister and my dad. And like we would all go up together. And that was really fun. And especially when I was a kid, before we started going every weekend, we would go once a year with my dad's best friend and his 2 kids, and like that's a good memory because.
Tell us a little bit, how were you introduced to fentanyl?
So basically my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me, so I started hanging out with someone he was close to, and we were doing Xannies, and we couldn't find any, so his mom's boyfriend offered us dope, and we were like, you know, I guess, whatever. So his mom's boyfriend offered us dope, and we did it, and we never stopped.
Wow.
But it all had to do with a guy. So any girls that, you know, think, oh, let's just do it because some guy wants me to, it is not worth it.
Definitely not, right? Because look where it landed you at. And
Yep.
do you regret this life that you're living if you can, you know, start it
I had
off?
a car, an apartment, like I had a nice car.
How was your life like before?
I had everything I wanted, literally anything I wanted I got. Like my ex-boyfriend would get me whatever I wanted. I mean, obviously to an extent, if I wanted like a boat, I'm not gonna get a boat, or like a dream vacation, but like I never had to worry about like I never had to like worry about, you know, the necessities, you know, food, comfort, anything like that.
Okay.
Now it's like you have to worry about what you're gonna eat today.
Right. Do you remember the first time you tried fentanyl?
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
It literally, like, I don't know how else to describe this, but it literally felt like it was like a hug from God. Like it makes you feel like all like warm inside, I guess. Like you never get the feeling again, honestly, but like I don't really know how to explain it. It makes you feel like all your problems are like over there. You have this like net around you, and nothing can really upset you.
How many bags of fentanyl would you say you use every day?
Probably at least like 16 bags.
16 bags. How many times have you OD'd?
Probably like 7 or 8 times.
Wow, that's a lot. Are you afraid of dying?
I don't know. I don't really think I'm afraid of dying. I think that like I don't want to die, but I don't think you can really be afraid of dying when you're putting something in your body that could kill you in 2 seconds.
Wow. Are you concerned with what you're putting in your body?
Yeah, because I like see girls that have like their arms like this, and like all this is missing. Oh, they're like in front of like this is all missing. And like I saw someone missing their arm.
Wow.
And that kind of stuff kind of freaks me out.
What are some of the worst things that you have experienced while actively using?
Probably, honestly, I think the worst thing that ever happened to me was my dad finding my drugs and telling me he wanted to kill himself. Because yeah, other bad stuff's happened, but that's like your dad. And like, it's like pretty like messed up. That, like because of you, your dad like wants to kill himself.
Right. So how do your parents react when they found out you was using drugs?
They were like shocked.
What happened to the relationship that you had with your friends who weren't on drugs?
I'm not like I really don't have any. Like I'm not friends with any of them anymore.
Is it due to the drug use?
Yeah, like they don't understand, and they just think that like you should just be able to stop.
So when you look at yourself in the mirror now, what do you see?
I don't know. I don't really look in the mirror, number one, and number two, I don't know. I don't really like look that far into it because I don't really think that you should like put yourself down just because you get high. Like there's people that don't get high that are much worse people than we are.
Exactly. So do you think drug has changed you at all as a person?
That I think that if anything, it's kind of made me a nicer person because I see like what everyone goes through and stuff, and that before I used to just think about myself that I was the only person struggling, and now I see that like a lot of people struggle.
Okay.
And I feel like I have more sympathy for people since I became an addict, whereas before I kind of was just like, oh, you did this to yourself, blah blah blah.
Did you ever think that you'll become addicted to drugs?
I mean, I don't know. I guess kind of, but not really. I think that like you kind of always know, but I don't know. I wasn't like definitely.
Are you sleepy?
Yeah, I just haven't slept in a couple days. I'm exhausted.
Okay, guys. So you want us to cut the interview?
Hold on, let me just sit up. Just sipping my drink.
Yeah, you want some water? I got some water. We're almost done, okay? We'll be done in like 10 minutes the most, okay? So just hang in there. You're doing excellent. All right?
That was a good pick-me-up.
Yeah, we'll be done really soon, okay?
All right.
So when you realized you were addicted to drugs, why didn't you stop taking them?
I mean, by that point you're sick. You can't just like, I mean, you can try and stop, but chances are you're not gonna be able to just do it by yourself. And then once you get addicted, it's a mental thing. You can try and stop, you can go to rehab, but your brain's still gonna tell you that like, oh, just one more time I'll go down to Kensington, and then you're stuck here.
Stuck. So have you been in rehab?
Oh yeah, like probably 20 times.
What is it that make you continue to use drugs?
Because, oh well, I don't know, I just don't want to stop, and I don't think there's a point to just try and keep going to rehab if you don't want to stop. Like, you only can stop when you're ready.
Do you think you'll ever be ready?
Yeah, I feel like eventually, but I mean, that's a lot of people get clean eventually, but not right now.
A lot of people get clean. It's two options: death, get clean, or die.
Yep.
That's the only two options, right?
Yep.
What advice would you give to those struggling with fentanyl addiction and looking for a way out? Hello?
I don't know. I feel like just if you really want to stop, you just have to try and find the right support. Like, no matter where you're from, any county or anything, like they all have. Like, I know here they have a place on Allegheny that you can go to. They'll help you get into rehab, and they have places everywhere. Not to mention, if the United States has a helpline. If you want help, you can call, and they'll get you into rehab if you have no insurance. No matter what, they'll help you get in. And
so you are familiar with the resources that's available when you're ready to get clean, right?
Even if, a lot of people think that, oh, if I can only go to rehab if I have money or if I have insurance, and I thought the same thing. I thought when my insurance went that I was like, I'm stuck, but there's really a lot of help out there, and plus there's some, if you find the right people in your life that are supportive to you. You like, yeah, it really helps. Like, I was in the hospital and I called my mom. All I wanted her to do was come sit with me because I was supposed to have surgery, and she was so mean to me on the phone. She wouldn't even come sit with me in the hospital, and that kind of, I was gonna go to rehab, and it kind of just made me, it was like, you know what, my mom doesn't even care. Screw it. So it really helps to just try and find people in your life that do care.
Well, the AML family really care about you, and we'll be here for you whenever you're ready. Just want you to know you're not alone, and I don't want you to feel like you don't have nobody out here, okay?
Well,
so welcome to the family. What is one thing that you love most about yourself?
I probably like the most that, like, I'm a caring person, and like if people get, like, when people really get to know me, like, they realize that I'm like really one of the most caring people. Like, a lot of people down here don't care about anybody, and like people like me because I actually care about them, and like everyone else.
If you could change one thing about your day, what would it be?
If I could change something about my day, it would be the fact that I wish I got PUA like everybody else, and I could just sit around instead of having to go, like, you know, hustle for money all day long. Like, some people have to panhandle all day long, stand in the heat. Whatever you have to do, you have to just stand in the heat all day long. And then there's other people that just get to sit in the tent and get handed money. It's kind of frustrating, but either way, but it is, you know, it is what it is. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and, you know, eventually that free money runs out. So,
especially with a drug habit, it runs out pretty fast. How do you go about supporting your habit? It's okay, you can be honest with us. We're not here to judge you. Let this train pass, all right? We're going to respect, you know, what you say as far as, like, you don't want to put what you do out there, you know, to get your money for drugs. But I just pray that you stay safe, okay? And so let's get off topic just to get to know you as a person, all right? If you found $10,000 today, what would you do with it?
If I found $10,000 today, I would probably, I would definitely go see my family, because my parents couldn't be like, oh, you just want money. And I would do something fun with my siblings, and I would give everyone, like, the people down here that, like, or have actually helped me, not just been fake to help me because they want something in return. I would give them each, like, a decent amount, and then I would probably have, like, 2-3 really nice days of getting high, and then I probably would actually get clean, because it's hard to, like, want to get clean when, like, you can't just, like, have a nice day of just, like, getting high and then going to rehab, when you have to really struggle for every dollar. Gosh, you have to struggle for every dollar, and it's like you make enough money to get one shot. It's like you don't want to get one shot before you go to rehab. So that would be nice.
Do you regret not seeing your family?
I mean, not really, because, like, even if I am using, it doesn't mean I don't want to be around my family, and they are the ones that always, like, cut me off. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like, my siblings, yeah, I like would like to be around them, and my dad, but, like, my mom will con my dad into not talking. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but it's, you know, I would see my family, but they don't, like, want to see me. So
if they were to come to Kensington looking for you today, would you welcome them?
Well, I mean, they can come, but I wouldn't want them to just come down here and try and embarrass me and, like, make me leave, because it wouldn't work. So there wouldn't be no point in, like, them doing that. But I mean, it would be nice if my parents would, you know, like, come see me, and or I could go see them and have, like, something to eat or something. But, you know.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
If I could travel anywhere in the world, where would I go? I would probably go to, it's a good one.
Okay.
I think I'll go to London because I think it's cool. I've never been there, and like my little sister got to go there, and it seemed really neat. So,
can you please tell us what's your favorite color?
my favorite color is red.
Red. Shout out to all the people who love red. Nice. What are some of your favorite foods?
Well, my favorite food that like is easy is pizza, but my favorite food to like eat like that's like home cooked is definitely pasta.
Pasta. Do you know how to cook?
Yep.
Oh,
I
nice.
love cooking.
Do you have children?
Nope.
Okay.
No kids.
All right. And do you have a favorite band or artist you like?
Oh wait, yeah. Obviously my favorite artist is King Von.
Oh.
King Von.
King Von. Rest in peace to King Von.
I have King Von tattooed on my leg, of course.
Oh wow, I gotta show that after this. That's cool. She's a true fan. We would like to know, what is your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Yo, shout out to all the Capricorns. We out there. Show us some love. Are you a high school graduate?
Yes, I am.
What was your favorite?
2016.
Oh, awesome. What was your favorite subject in school?
Probably math.
Math. Do you have any favorite movies you like?
This is probably like kind of lame, but my favorite movie is definitely The Great Gatsby.
Oh, okay.
Like the new one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, that's a good one. When you are alone by yourself, what are some things that you think about?
Probably. I don't know. I always end up with like broken heart, so I always end up thinking about like that stuff that's been going on.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I don't really like being alone.
When you go to sleep, what are some things that you dream about?
I don't know. I don't really have dreams.
Don't have dreams. Do you have any short-term goals for yourself?
I want to at least get like a room or something, or like an apartment, something like at least a room or something to like have a bed.
And what is your long-term goals?
Have a car, have a house, go to school, get off drugs.
Right. Awesome, awesome. When you hear the word art, A-R-T, what does that mean to you? What is art to you?
Well, honestly, anything can be art. It's just a matter of how you see things. Like all the murals on the side of the buildings, like that's art. Even to me, like even people think spray paint, oh, it's like ruins buildings. But some spray paint looks really cool. Like it's definitely art. Not all of it. Not because somebody wants to Not because someone wants to walk up to the front of Cricket and spray paint like asshole on their door, but like, you know, sometimes the stuff they paint is really pretty.
Got you. I definitely know what you mean. I see a lot of beautiful artwork out here, and you know, that's like the same thing to me also too. If you had 3 wishes in this world, what would your 3 wishes be?
This is easy. My first wish would be to have an unlimited supply of money. My second wish would be to never have done drugs. And my third wish would be to have like my life back with my ex-boyfriend that I was with for 5 years.
Okay.
And you know, nothing ever happened bad in that situation.
Okay.
Those would be my 3 wishes.
What's your message to the world?
You know, if you're struggling with anything, just at least try and call someone to talk to, because it's never worth like either using or taking your life just because of whatever's going on in your life.
That's beautiful. Okay guys, we're about to wrap up the interview with the lovely Valerie. She's a little bit tired, but I really appreciate her and sticking out this interview with me. It's not easy, guys. It's not always easy getting interviews done, because you know, we are dealing with people who are sick. So, you know, we got to respect them and let them go when they don't feel good. But Valerie is a warrior, and I want to tell her thank you so much for, you know, opening up and sharing some things about her personal life. Is there anything you would like for me and the AML family to help you with? Any resources, anything that you're in need of?
No, I'm okay. Just, you know, like if you don't know someone that's struggling, just, you know, like make sure you're there for them and don't like turn your back on them.
Quiet's driving me insane. Silence rattles in my brain. Yeah, I gotta get away.